academic subjects. And as time went by, the gap grew wider and wider and wider until they got to the middle school years, which in fact they were really struggling in school. They had large gaps, 2 to 3 years behind typically in academic performance, and it was very, very difficult for us to close the gap by waiting until, again, 8th or 9th grade. Part of the challenge, particularly for low-income kids, is that, as I've said, we're just simply waiting too long. And by the time they're in middle school, they're already 3 years behind, and that's simply too late. Once a student has an off-track indicator, reversing course will either require changing of course, their behavior, and or solving a problem. And both of these, we've come to realize, require an effective relationship between an adult and the student. Using the scholar-centric resilience data combined, again, with the ABCs has been very, very instrumental for our school district in increasing our graduation rates. I'm going to give you some examples a little later in the presentation, which shows you solid examples of our RTI approach to this work, as well as what that data looks side by side to the scholar-centric data, which really helps us to identify specific root causes. But I'm going to pause and see if there's any questions. And then after I see if there's anything I can answer at this point, then I'll turn it over to Scott.
Okay, we do have a couple questions that came in.
Great.
And if you're getting to these, you can put these on hold. But our first question was, is the social emotional or resiliency data integrated into your SIS, your student information system?
Yes. And so working with Scholar-Centric, because we had a big conversion this year from one student information system to another, we've been able to make sure that that data then merges with our student information system data, and at the same time